to prepare our people for what is to come. You are being prepared for what is to come. The time has come to separate the chaff from the wheat itself. Our march is very, very near. The enemies are trembling, they are quaking, they are doing all they can to try to stop us. But they have failed very woefully, and they will continue to fail. But I want to tell you that we are getting attacks from everywhere all over the world. And very soon, they will buy over some of you. Some of you, they will buy some of you over. The spirit of Obad, Yasika, and Ifajuna are still some of you. When the time comes, they will buy you over. I am not doing this program tonight to ask all of you to be strong. I am doing it to remind you, not that if they succeed in buying you over, you're not going to stop what we're doing. You can't. You cannot. Not in a trillion years. But I need you to appreciate one very simple fact. That at the end of this very race, everybody will testify that indeed Chukwukikabiama, the same God of Israel, of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the same God of Ehiri in Aguleri, the same God of Umweri, the same God of Ora-Eri, the same God of Uwe-Eri, the same God of Arochukwu. Let's be about the true God, one true God. You will know that indeed.
Okay. Hold on, guys. This is my own blessing. I short pass for all the whole this particular video. Anyway, our Prime Minister is already out, and the jingles are on. Yes, somebody's already commenting. Simon is live. Yeah. So, comrades, I think what do we do? Do we connect immediately, or do we wait after the jingle? Looks, what do you think? Should we connect immediately, or should we wait after the jingle? Because the jingle is there, is playing the prayer. Let me stream. Let me put it up on the screen first, so that that's the most important thing. Put it up so that we will monitor it from there. Let me put it up on the screen so we can monitor it from there.
You are also fighting the spirit of freedom. People possessed with the spirit of freedom, with the Biafra land, no matter the bribe you give to them, they will never accept your bribe. They will never agree with you. If you like, bring your own. Take presidency.
I think the thing is skipping, probably from his own side. Okay, Biafra Battle Cry. The link is in our WhatsApp group, please. The link is on our WhatsApp group. I put it there. Just go there and pick it up, my brother. So let me, Mazugo, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, so let's begin. Let's just introduce ourselves, and then we will connect with our leader. I'll begin with you, Mazugo.
Okay, Biafrans, I greet you all. Anywhere you're watching from, we greet you. We don't come. We know they go back. Now be waiting with me. Now be waiting with the inside. We are here to restore Biafra. We are not fighting to establish Biafra. We are not fighting for any ideology. Biafra have existed before. It have existed before. Biafra have existed before. So my people, I greet you all this evening. Thank you all people from Enugu, Biafran land, all the encouragement you are giving us to continue. Today you have proven that you are behind what we are doing. Let me not waste too much time. Thank you all. I greet you all. And my comrade in the studio, one love. Thank you, Mazi.
Thank you so much, Mazi 247. Biafra Unite, please. Biafrans are waiting to hear your voice.
Thank you, my wonderful comrades in the house. I greet all of you for this opportunity. We have once again come close and together to do the needful. I say, may the Lord be the glory. Thank you all, wonderful people of Biafra and lovers of freedom all over the world, wherever you are joining us from. We say thank you for joining us. And of course, we are going to do the needful this very evening. I want you to stay tuned. Of course, very, very big thing is, on the horizon. Thank you. You're welcome.
Thank you very much, Ikuku himself. And we have in the house our beloved brother, Chooks. Chooks, please, the microphone is yours.
Thank you, my beloved brother and my fellow comrades on the studio. I appreciate everyone that have been present today and those who are going to join us in time to come. May Chukwu Okike Abiama continue to guide and protect every one of you. Every Biafran that is watching, I appreciate you, and my special thanks goes to every Biafran in Biafra land. May Chukwu Okike Abiama continue to strengthen every one of us until we get to our destination, which we are going to get very, very soon. So wherever you're watching, tighten up your belt. We have come to render services. We have come to carry out that assignment that we have signed up for. That is what we are here to do. And we will continue to do so until Biafra comes. Thank you very much for joining us. Stay tuned until we get to the end. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Very articulate and straight to the point, brother. Thank you. Battle Cry is here to do some battle. You have the microphone.
Good evening, stars, everybody. Thank you for having me in the show. And I greet all the comrades. I greet all the listeners and the freedom of conscience, wherever they are watching us from this hour. And I thank somebody like Biafra Unite, John Ugo Rio, and True Survivor, our host, Pastor Pam. I pray salute to you. It is another evening. Let's hear what our Prime Minister will tell us and tell the people of Biafra tonight. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Battle Cry. You are welcome once again. Fellow Biafrans, we know that our Prime Minister is there. I am monitoring it from here, honestly. The Prophet Elijah is still talking. Let me just flip it. You can see Prophet Elijah is still talking, and our Prime Minister is playing the jingles, and we are going to connect with him immediately. Immediately he mounts the podium. We are not going to miss 1 second. 1 second we're not going to miss. Immediately you are going to join us from here. So don't touch the dial. Continue. It's either you are, watching from Enter Biafra. Our minister is in the house. Wow. Our minister is in the house. Yeah. So we are going to accommodate you, whether you're watching from Enter Biafra or you're watching from our channels. Mazi Akarawa Soni, our able Minister of Information, Communication of the Media Department, Biafra Republic Government in exile. Please, we lost him. I think he's going to connect back very quickly. We lost both him and Battle Cry. All right. I hope our channel will be strong enough to pick everybody. Okay. Our minister is back. Please, Minister, please, without wasting time, I know you are just coming in now. Probably you have been held back by some of your tight schedule. Biafrans will want to hear your powerful voice. Yeah. Okay. Our Prime Minister is actually playing the national anthem.
Mazeraf.
That
national anthem gets strike, yeah?
And this one gets strike?
Yes.
Okay.
This national anthem and that music on the and the other music going back to our roots. They have strike. So you be careful.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay, that's one Biafra Unite was trying to tell me. I didn't even know it was this particular Chineke Meremebere. It's okay. So we are, and it's even showing another video that is not edible for our own. On that video, that dangerous video is playing. Okay, no problem. So please, let's see if we can go around 2 minutes first and foremost. I will begin with Biafra Unite. Biafra Unite, you saw what played out today with Biafrans in Nsukka, Enugu, everywhere in Biafra land. Please, what do you have to say, and how do you have to, what words do you have to appreciate Biafrans for what took place today?
Thank you, my wonderful brother. You see, I beg of you to call me back when my time is done, because Oku Julum Nono. Oku Julumono, so I will try to hold myself. You see, today, the kind of news that I have recorded today, I did all of them with swag. I recorded all the news today with swag. So, you know why? I'm always happy when all these political, erats of the Fulani Caliphate are being disgraced in Biafran territory. I'm always happy when all these erats of Fulani, all these Fulani puppets in our land, all these criminals begging just for the scrub that falls from the table of the Fulani, why the food itself is being taken from Biafran land. So I'm always happy. All right, our PM is already
PM
here,
is here,
so
please.
let's join him immediately.
Yeah.
Voice of Biafra, 97.5 FM in Biafra land. I want to greet you all today, the Biafra people all over the world, for the tremendous progress we are making in Biafra liberation. This evening we have come to continue the awareness for Biafra liberation, and of course to inform you the killings that is happening all over Nigeria, especially within 1 week of the Islamic State. I want everyone to pay attention to what we're going to do this evening, and at the same time sending a very strong message to the illegitimate governor who paraded himself in Enugu State with forged NYSC certificate. Nigeria breed criminals. Today, they are not only forging the NYSC certificate, they are now forging and dishing false information to the Biafra people in Enugu State to deceive them that it is coming from me. There has been in circulation statement that Simon Ekpa lifted sit at home. It is a lie. It is a lie from the pit of hell of Oluwole Mba of Enugu State. The man is a disgrace. I've never seen any Igbo man as criminally minded as that governor who we have given vote of no confidence. How can a governor arrange people, paid the chairman of Keke drivers, paid the chairman of Ogbete Market, and he brought them to the square, just few individuals, to make pictures, and the criminal cannot even ask the people in the shop to bring people who own shop there to open the shop so that the picture can capture the shop open. He didn't even think like that. He did not even say, let me bring the let the people that own shop in that place. Maybe next time he's going to try to do that. He brought people, took picture, paid them money, and they say, oh, some people that is compliance in Enugu State. There is nothing like compliance in Enugu State. Even in the picture the criminal shared on his own Twitter. Every shop behind the humans that you see there were all closed and locked down. That is how criminal-minded this man is. And this is a man who is claiming that he is coming to bring development to people in Enugu State, part of Biafra. Those kind of men are not here to bring any development when he have started leading by forgery and forging and giving false information. To take picture, but the job was so unprofessional because they cannot even open the shop so that the picture can capture the shop. Now I am here to tell you how bad things have gotten. That within 1 week of Islamic State of Nigeria, over 100 people have been killed. And that's where we are today. If you are watching from Twitter, please, I urge you to join us on Enter Biafra so we can switch over to Enter Biafra if you're watching from Twitter, if you want to be part of this particular program today. Thank you. All right, here we go. And here we go. A moment. If you are watching from other part of the social media or other social media platform and you want to be part of this discussion today, because I'm going to open the video chat. You may wish to also join us on Enter Biafra. Thank you very much. And here we go. Right. And I apologize because of the connection. If you check, you'll find out that I am now in a different background. So the network is strong here. I want everyone to understand that this is just within 1 week of the Islamic State. At least killed in attack. In his first speech, he has stopped the priority going to the security and architecture. Under Israel. 80 citizens different violent across the country in the first week of President Bola Tinubu newly movement. I want you people to understand that the more you wait for something to happen, the more you wait for change, the jihadist, the Islamic movement in Nigeria take charge and take over your land. The reason why they are against us and they hate us Biafra people is because we have armed ourselves and make sure that no terrorists will come to our land and kill and go free. We'll bring you down. You can never come to Biafra and kill and go free. Mr. Tinubu was sworn in as president, Nigeria's 16th president on May 29th at the Eagle Square, Abuja, taking over from former President whatever. In his inaugural speech, the president listed security as top priority. That is what they have done. Every person that comes to Nigeria will list security as top priority, while they are the one funding the terrorists. government assuring Nigerians of a more secure country under his watch. Security shall be top priority of our administration because neither prosperity nor justice can prevail amidst insecurity and violence. To effectively tackle this matter, we shall reform both our security doctrine and architecture, Mr. Tinubu said. So, I do not know what doctrine this man, who is a drug cartel leader, wants to change. You want to change it to Islamic doctrine. Everybody knows what is doctrine. Changing, reforming our security doctrine. You know what that means? So is he trying or planning to change the security architecture into the Islamic State? Because I don't know which doctrine he wants to change. He wants to change it to Boko Haram doctrine. He wants to change it to American doctrine. I don't know. I don't know which doctrine they are practicing now in Nigeria. And I don't know which doctrine he wants to change it to. However, in the first week in office, as Commander-in-Chief of Armed Forces, at least 80 citizens were killed. But I have to tell you that this is more than 80 because, in Jos alone, more than 300 people were killed. In Kaduna, more than 40 people were killed. In Benue State, more than 50 people were killed. So, I do not know why they are reporting 80 because just alone is more than 300. But look at the Nigerian media. On June 3rd, about 25 citizens were brutally killed and scorched injured in Katsina, at a local government area of Benue State. I don't understand. Wait. Is Katsina in Benue State? Is Katsina in Benue State, Katsina Allah local government? Well, who knows what they are answering in Nigeria. I was thinking that Katsina is a state in Nigeria. On the same day in Zamfara, 25 people were killed as bandit villages. The same day, 50 people were killed. This is only in one place. So the same day in Zamfara State, 25 people were killed when bandits 3 villages. Why these bandits were raiding these villages? The Nigerian military were not there. When these bandits were raiding these villages, Nigerian police were not there. They are all in the east, in Biafra land, hunting for Eastern Security Network, hunting for Biafra Liberation Army, celebrating and chanting the music of war for their refusal to pay ransoms to protection fees before they are allowed to farm. Do you understand that in Zamfara State, the bandit has now, has given a mandatory levy, which is to the protection levy, that if you pay it, you will be allowed to go to farm. So you must pay ransom ahead of before going to your farm. And today, the government of Nigeria, sponsoring this jihadist movement, have killed people, many of them. If it is not up to 500, it will be very close to 500. But here, the news media is reporting 80. In Tangaza local government area of Sokoto, 30 people, citizens were killed by armed bandits. The police said on Sunday. And when police say it's 30, know that it is 100. The continued killing spread under Mr. Tinubu's watch have been condemned by citizens. Mr. Tinubu is here to officially appoint his spokesperson. So far, no comment from Tinubu, the Islamic State, on the latest killing under his watch. So have you understand what I'm saying? So far, not a single comment has come from the so-called president. Not a single comment has come from the so-called president. And so please, I apologize for the, for the video. I think the bandwidth of the network in this particular place is somehow not very strong. So hopefully it is going to get better tomorrow. Right? And now we are having noticed that the people who claim that one Nigeria is good for them. I want you to ask yourself, it could be you among these 30 people in Zamfara. It could be you among these 25 people in Benue State. Those of you today in Biafra land running your mouth against Simon Ekpa, running your mouth against Biafra movement, running your mouth against Eastern Security Network, running your mouth against IPOB, running your mouth against Biafra government in exile, running your mouth against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, running your mouth against Biafra Liberation Army. Remember this, you. And when this thing is happening, nobody is paying attention. I think those of you that, I need to stop some of the people because the network here is very, very weak. So some of you that have paired this particular program need to be disconnected in order for us to have a smooth program. So one moment, please. All right, sorry for that. The program has been interrupted by many people pairing the program. So, all right, so we're gonna go straight to. I'm not in my usual place, as you all can see. So we are going to go straight to question and answer, and I don't want to actually, talk much about the Oluwole Mba who have lost it to Biafra people today, but we are going to have a conversation. So I'm going to open the line, only question and answer and comment to those who wish to make a comment on the achievement and the success of today and how we commend Biafra people in Enugu State. I want to specifically thank entire Biafra people in Enugu State who stood their ground today to disgrace the criminals that parade themselves as elected governors in the Southeast. Your action today in Enugu State has proven that indeed we want nothing else other than the freedom of Biafra. This particular stand must be maintained till further notice. Enugu State illegitimate governor cannot give us and tell us what to do. He is not a Biafran by choice. And so, for that reason, he has no control over anything that happens in Biafra land. If he wants to be relevant, he must begin to engage Abuja for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, not on social media, not on Nigerian media, not on Nigerian newspaper. He must begin to engage Abuja. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is being detained illegally, illegal detention. And somebody will come as an Igbo man who is a Biafran to begin to fight against our civil disobedience that we to demand his release. And they say that the sit at home is crumbling or crushing the economy. Yes, We want the economy of the government to crush. And that is why we are embarking on this sit-at-home. And it is only affecting the government economy, not the economy of the people. So our target is to crush the economy of the government, and that's what we're doing. And when they come to tell you the sit-at-home is destroying the economy, ask them, the time the sit-at-home was not there, what did they do with the economy? For the past 50 years, what can they say they have done with it? Look at Anambra, from Anambra to Enugu Expressway. It is not motorable. Was it sit-at-home that destroyed the road? Was it sit-at-home that made it possible that you cannot go to hospital and get treatment without having heavy money in your account? Is it our sit-at-home that is killing people, and these 80 people that I have mentioned now? Is it our sit-at-home that have killed all the Christians in the north? Is it our sit-at-home that brought Boko Haram into the northern Nigeria? Is it our sit-at-home that made the president to always flew to United Kingdom for medical treatment? Is it our sit-at-home that made it possible today that all the medical practitioners and all that health workers are trying to embark on strike? The economy has been there. It has not changed anything. What we are fighting is for the good of everybody. And Enugu State people has proven once more that indeed the mandate to restore Biafra has been given to us. And we are going to restore Biafra this year. And like I said, those people who parade themselves as governors or elected officials has been given the vote of no confidence by the Biafra people on the 29th of May 2023. And that particular vote of no confidence is final. And I said that after this vote of no confidence, things will start to happen in Biafra land. And it has started from the illegitimate governor of Enugu State called Oluwole Mba. And I want everyone who wants to be part of the discussion on your video and welcome. Onyeka, you're welcome to the program.
Thank you. Peace, Ambassador of the Universe. Atakata Abosia. Greetings. Thank you. Yes, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah. On behalf of Biafrans too, and on behalf of my able Prime Minister and Lord Demeke, Biafrans, I thank you for disgracing that inconsequential, illegal nincompoop that dare Biafrans openly. You know, it is an insult for any woman to come and challenge Biafrans openly. It's an insult. Even if you don't want to be against that fool, you must stand against him. For him to come in openly to challenge Biafrans. Mazinam Bikanu Day remain Monday. Monday is Lord Demeke's day. No government, no group, no individual. We dare tamper it. Only Biafrans can. That is when Lord Demeke is out and Biafra is raised, flag is raised. If you call yourself an Igbo man or Biafra man, you show that you have the blood that runs in us, and you dare be part of those who plot to disrupt it. Your days will be dark and slippery. I'm telling you. And also, not everybody. Some people are flying blogs. So not everybody. So when you see some at different time, they come to talk like that against what they're doing. Have the blood that runs in them. DNA must be conducted. If you have access to the man who shake it, maybe they are not our blood, okay? Every true blood must think like us. Even if you don't come out publicly, you have the feeling that what they're doing is right. Thank you, dear friends. Thank you, Odogu PM.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And I would like to bring the BBC is sharing for the very first time. It is getting interesting. BBC Igbo. Let me bring what BBC Igbo is sharing.
Good.
And very interesting. Sorry. All right. BBC Igbo. While Enugu State illegitimate governor, the criminal and certificate forger, was gallivanting, News media, for the very first time, want to start reporting the truth. Number one, ụmụaka na-egwu egwu na ụzọ. Okay, ka anyị mepekene ya ka anyị. Now, I will now open from actually say this broadcast is going to last for 1 hour. Let us go straight to ka anyị gokene ihe Igbo. Ọ dị mma. Ekwere m.
Wow.
Criminal is trying to forge the sit at home. You think sit at home is something you can do by forgery? Lee ka ọnọdụ ebe dị. Okporo ụzọ tọgbọ chako.
Oh my, this is a very busiest road, though. Busiest road. Busiest road.
Okporo ụzọ tọgbọ.
I do brother.
Edichara ya iyi n'ọrụ May 2023. Gbara okpurukpuru na Enugu dịka o siri kwuo ga-amalite n'ụbọchị Mọnde abalị 5 na nke ọnwa Jun 2023. Na akwụkwọ ozi gọvanọ Mba Oluwole Mba kesara n'ụbọchị Satọde ma gwa ndị mmadụ ka ha ghara ịtụ egwu ọbụla ịpụta gaa ebe dị ha mkpa n'ụbọchị Mọnde maka na gọọmenti etinyela atụmatụ ichekwa zuru oke na ebe dị iche iche. Akwụkwọ ozi ahụ gọvanọ binyere aka na ya kwuru sị, nke a bụ iji gwa ụlọ akwụkwọ, ahịa, ụlọ ọgwụ, ndị ọkwọ ụgbọala na ọha obodo niile ka ha cheta na gọọmenti emechiela ma kagbuo ọnọdụ sit at home na n'Enugu steeti.
Oh, what all the? Hey, you bring a picture when you do on compute for a piece. This people,
Yes.
fraud everywhere. Fraud.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I love you. Dear friends, I love you, so I love you all. They love the dear friends go search for public. They worry you. They worry am. See this man. Come public, come threaten us. Our own land. Oh God. This one, I'm not going to do.
I defeated the criminal. And then let me also the video of the other one who was saying that Simon Ekpa is this and that, and that he is not on ground. Today we have been able to know who is on ground. Is it the governor or Biafra people? Anymore
Simon Ekpa is illegal, and who obeys that kind of a thing? Somebody that is there in Finland, he's not even on ground. Finland, and people will obey it here in Enugu State for what? With Simon Ekpa, with he, but it won't happen again. If such things happened before, they will not happen again, because the man on board now will not do that kind of a thing. Kill any citizen. State, and you wouldn't even have the power to do that. No, but there will be no chance for you to perpetrate that kind of that. Look at a pregnant woman who came out to sell abacha, to make a living, and you killed her, not life out of her in the name of Simon Ekpa. Who is Simon Ekpa? Is Simon the governor of Enugu State?
Where were you?
Anybody who chooses to obey such order is doing so at their own peril. Is doing so at their own peril. The state government under Governor Peter Mbah's watch will not be tolerated. Yes.
Come on, call him brother.
Right. So if you go to ministries and all of these places, they are under lock and key every Mondays. It's a norm. The weekend starts on Friday.
Yeah, so Martin Lord, they make it day.
Especially in Enugu State.
Yeah, it's on Tuesday.
I was opportune to work in Umuahia.
Okay.
Right? They were very close to my office. Was very close to Nnamdi Kanu's hometown, Afaruku.
Okay, Afaruku.
Very, very, very close to government house as well. So, and on Mondays, of course, I've made.
Lord, Demike's day can be tampered with by any nincompoop, let alone riffraff like this man.
Onyeka just they talk people inside the whole thing. You don't even let people hear this man.
And on Mondays, of course, I've made my investigations. Their function, like businesses, happen. People go on about their normal businesses. Banks are open around that place. You are talking about the leader.
I said it today that Umuahia doesn't obey it. It's only Aba and Isha. You understand? In the whole of Ebonyi State, nobody obeys that. Nobody obeys that. You understand? It's just excuse me. I think it's the conciliatory attitude of His Excellency Governor Ifeanyi Ugwuanyi. Everyone has their own predilection, and it worked for him. All right, but what we're saying, let's concentrate on what. Favor, please don't. He who puts his hand on the plow looking back is not fit for the purpose. So Governor Gwany had done his bit, all right, and if anything, he was the one that brought Governor Peter.
Who volunteered his head for the broken of Kolanut to do the expectation?
Well, he was the one that presented them, but the people endorsed it at the polls. He was the one that discovered them, but say this is the candidate that will deliver. Hand over to. He's a great guy. All right, so it's an executive that stopped illegal mining. I'm telling you, these things are gradually being implemented. Just watch and see how every bit of the thing Onomba said he would do, he would do them.
Right. So that is exactly the man who was bragging how they are.
We need to bombard this man on his Twitter. If you have Twitter accounts, I need to talk to this idiot.
Just bring other people to the screen. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, we have you, Obiajulu Andrew. You're welcome to the program. Good evening from here, Obiajulu Andrew. I can't hear you. Obiajulu Andrew, are you there? Hello. Are you there? Can you touch the mic and unmute yourself? Otherwise, you have to go out and come back again. Check your mic, please. Very important. You are still, I can't hear you. So can you go out and come back, and probably if you have a earphone, you can try to use it. Thank you. All right, we continue. Johnson, okay. You're welcome to the program.
Okay. Yeah, good evening. PM, I want to ask something. It's not regarding about this forgery governor. Made about biometric ID. I want to ask because you talk about the biometric. The question I want to where I have a warrant, government knows when people will do online.
That is why
Hello.
before you can be issued the national ID card of Biafra Republic Government in Exile, you have to go for biometric. Will take the necessary, investigation, the necessary question, and physical interview be required to submit, to prove that. How to and how to the applicant coming for fingerprinting, because fingerprinting at the liaison office before will be investigated at the head office of the Biafra for approval. After the approval, the headquarters of the Biafra Republic Government in Ezra will now send the liaison office in Finland for printing. And no other place in the world for security reasons.
Okay. Because the reason why I asked the question, I'm happy the answer you gave. So now in Nigeria, you know, and they're committing crime in the outside the world.
This network is terrible. The network is terrible. God.
Don't answer me. So I
Yes.
just hope.
The question. Let me also answer or clarify some places where some idiots are saying, oh, that Biafra passport is not yet. Now let me explain why. The reason why the ID card, if there are actually people that know research, they will understand that government in exile is legitimate anywhere in the world. It left for countries to validate you as a nation. It left for any country to work with you. It left for any country organization to in exile. So government in exile on its own, once registered, legitimate. And one of the things that exile does is to issue identity card. Particular status, it means that any identity card issued to anybody in the world become valid and respected. I want to also inform you that government in a place like what we have in Biafra land now, military of that particular government identity card, which will be recognized by any nation agreement. Apart from that, it is going to serve as for those citizens of those countries, of that, those seeking for international protection. You, as an asylum seeker anywhere in the world, also give more credence to you as a Biafran. So, you know, in addition to that, card now validate you more. Then that we now take charge and total control of the Biafra Liberation Army. So what the government in exile responsibilities are? ID card, organizing referendum is one of them, and now I want to review one secret to you people. The Biafra de facto government in the homeland. Obeying it, and we enjoy this particular loyalty. So referendum on our own. And we're going to invite international and it becomes final. Once that is done and the result is out, how you see in Biafra land as a Nigeria, you take it. Go and check what government in Israel can do for its country.
Oh, thank you, Pia. Thank you. God bless you.
They tell you that Nigeria cannot give you a referendum. Forget them. Referendum. We are going to organize that referendum ourselves. All right. It's me again. You're welcome to the program.
Read down the link. Yes, I greet you handsomely.
Yeah.
During you usually one broadcast, which you said is the last in Nnamdi Kanu.
Yes.
Where do you think that broadcast happened from?
You say where?
Yes, we understand that he was at Israel, then Kenya. So where do you think where do you think he made that last broadcast from before his kidnapping?
Well, I wouldn't know, but we understand that he made that broadcast a few weeks before he was kidnapped.
Okay. This question is for a narrative that has been going around for the past 2 years, because I understand that after you give order of sit at home, some group of people there and today saying there is no sit at home, and that reminds me, we make a request that you stop making reference carry, for instance, that IPOB council sit at home, Monday sit at home. And I begin to wonder who gave these people power, apart from the election that took place that nullify those DOS. But who handed IPOB to them? That's why I ask where Mazen Nnamdi Kanu made that broadcast. And I'll start by saying there is this Burkina Faso president, Thomas Sankara, that died, and his vice took over, Blaise Compaoré. It happened that it was his vice that killed him and took over. So it wasn't Thomas Sankara that handed Burkina Faso to Blaise Compaoré. So this DOS, this narrative that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu handed IPOB to DOS or Chika Edozie, it's not true. And that's why I asked where he made that last broadcast from. Now, I have observed that they sold him, they betrayed him to take over IPOB. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu never handed IPOB to anybody. So they don't even have the legitimacy to talk to Biafrans. The only person Mazen Nnamdi Kanu recommended to Biafrans is Simon Ekpa.
Exactly.
So they don't. I would like you through this platform to tell the whole world, and I'm saying it now. Now, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu never announced because he never knew he was going to be kidnapped. They kidnapped him. So there was never a time he handed IPOB over to DOS. They are a bunch of fools. He knows. They are there where he was crying for 300 men. So let's stop that one.
Exactly.
And lastly,
but I believe that we have even come above all these ones, because Biafra people have spoken for the past 2 years. Anytime they come to do this nonsense, Biafra have defeated them, disgraced them, yet they keep writing. This is not the first time they have written all this rubbish. Biafra don't follow them again, and all of them, because they know the truth. Now, Ohaneze have done it the same thing for the past 2 years. There is nothing they have not done. They have placed 100,000. They have placed $50,000 bounty on my head. It did not work. They placed 100,000 bounty on my head. It did not work. That is so. When the Ohaneze come down and join on one band show bamba, as if something is going to happen, he's going to see how Biafra will deal with him in Enugu State. Go ahead.
Why it's necessary we make this clarification is Biafrans don't have money. And when the government, instead of facing the road of the dustbin at Onitsha, they will be paying these people 40 million to make announcements, because from the best for knowledge, their price for every announcement, especially to Imapo, is 40 million naira. We don't know. Yes. In fact, all of them are 40 million. We don't know into how many branches. It doesn't serve that way. These people are not, if Maznam didn't recognize them. So to save their money, because they are listening to this program, I tell you.
Yes.
Now,
you know what's going to shock you? Let me shock you. When did you hear that Onyendu say last?
Because the proponent has been captured. The eye of the government in IPOB has been captured.
He is running away. He is not running away from Onyendu. I'm serious.
Yes, let me ask this thing that has been bothering me.
As I'm talking to you now, he is running away.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
But
you usually say
they are not getting any information from Onyendu. Onyendu don't know them again. Onyendu knows that they are the one who have betrayed this struggle and betrayed him. So you are not. It is no longer Simon Ekpa is not getting information. Now it is me that is telling them they are not getting information. You see the worry go. Now the idiot came online and started talking that it is good to be silent. Silent about for, because he is running away from all you go no broker. He is watching me, and I will send this video to him that how did this guy know? Because he's not getting information again. Go ahead.
The truth of the matter is that I read his Twitter one day. He is now a motivational speaker. He is now praying for people. So, but let's leave that aside.
Yes.
You usually say that if Biafra comes, like every other nation,
when Biafra
when Biafra, you say when Biafra come, like every other nation, there will be fight among us. Then we'll settle to forge forward. Is it that if the fight didn't happen, Simon Ekpa will instigate fight or something, given our way of life, that violence is not our first approach to every issue? Biafrans as a whole, given our exposure to what has happened before to other people, do you think that the Biafran people will take that route? Will it still be necessary? Don't you think we will do something else, like our natural way of settling issue among us, which is not necessarily violent?
One moment, because I got a very important and very thunderous message. So ask the question again. Yes, go ahead.
In most times, you usually say when Biafran comes, there will be internal conflict. which we will settle to make a good modality on how to govern ourselves. But given the kind of people we are, which we don't settle, we don't see violence or fighting as our first approach to problem, given our exposure to what has been happening, what has been felt to other nations, don't you think that we will not take that route, or will Simon Ekpa instigate the fight?
Well, it is a history. It's a history, liberation. Like the kind of the fight we are fighting now, and because of the impact of the fraudulent Nigeria and the evil Nigeria in our on our culture and on us, so internal conflict may be inevitable, and so it is normal. It's not something out of it is normal, because these people you see that is fighting that Biafra will not come are not going to stop. We correct them with the whatever comes with internal conflict. So it is normal. Even in Finland here there were internal conflict. So let nobody see internal conflict as something that is not usual. No. And remember that this internal conflict is what is making we are actually in internal conflict. The sabotage you see now is internal conflict. The betrayal you see now is internal conflict. So when Biafra come, we are going to touch, Duakanon, because it is normal. And normally, when in a nation that have the history like Nigeria, complicated history, that have impacted the life of the people negatively, they even end up having internal conflict. Not to talk more of us, who the Nigerian nomadic system has impacted negatively, destructively in our life. So you don't expect that. But once we are able to put those things to order, making sure we apply the highest mechanism to solve the problem even before they start. That's why many of us are in the Western world, developed world, and some of us are expert in conflict resolution. So we bring something to the table to solve that particular problem. But whether it is going to come, yes, it is going to come. But we're going to solve it.
Okay. I understand what you said, and Biafrans do understand, I believe. Then this BBC, something that you read, BBC have never been a reliable source of information. For instance, their headline said,
but this one is real, at least.
Yeah, their headline. Your voice is not coming out. Sit at home, ADL. You understand? They say sit at home has ended.
That's not what I say. No, I read it myself. Now let me show you now. Let us not always quote, even when some media have been misleading people. Whenever they report good things, we must acknowledge them. Okay? Now, what they say here is not that sit at home, maybe is a question mark. So we have to bring that question mark. Look at it here. They said, sit at home, a Biela Enugu State. Question, which means has sit at home ended in Enugu State? Then they continued, Leka onodu ebede, Leka onodu ebede. So, which means it's a question mark. The question is, sit at home, Ubiela? The answer is no. Then they went ahead to start giving you point by point the road, able to Pochachako. So here, it means that they are also going into the public that sit at home, had your question of Endiala, Enugu State. Mba, Agaziana, their report, now telling you how everywhere we're scanty. So this is not a wrong report. That is why we can see I struggle. You know how I was struggling to read the Igbo. You know, there is. So if you cannot understand your own Igbo language, you cannot good. So I'm going to read it.
when Biafra come, we will read it in Ijagam language, not like Igbo written, not like English written.
We will read it. Yes, we will read it so that after I go to I just walk around. But the Chalakalon, I was thinking about today. But I'm going to get there. I'm going to get there.
Thank you,
PM. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And there we go. All right, we continue. Chris, you're welcome to the program.
My PM. My PM,
yes, yes.
Our people, they always make us proud, you know. Yeah.
Yes.
They always make us proud. Yeah. Because
yes.
Because the so-called Oluwale, it's supposed to go ask Oludo how far, you know, before coming up to, you know, to equal something like that, you know. So there's all those this I may go those they are very consequential, so they are only, you know. But anyhow they we'll give it to them, you know. Of course I go. Yeah, anyhow we'll give it to them. Yeah. But once we know Biafra is here, you know. That's what Biafra is here. Whether they like it or not. Yeah. Whether they like it or not. They were one I just think I made two guys no tenor.
No.
Yeah, they were one. Take I organize.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Okay,
thank you.
Okay. All right. Take care.
All right. We'll continue. Nkechi Autopilot. Very interesting name. This must be a hardcore autopilot.
Mazi, my PM. Good evening. From Biafra land. From Biafra land.
From Biafra land.
Yes.
Wow.
The only Reverend sister. Hey, thank you. I'm only calling to tell you that I am so excited because of our result of Sit at Home today. It was a huge success everywhere. Nsukka, to be precise, everywhere. They locked up everywhere in short. Yeah. So we thank God for our success today. I equally want to thank you so much for your steadfastness, your boldness, your everything. Thank you, my brother. May God continue to keep you for us now and always. And I equally want to tell our brothers and sisters, the Biafrans, that Onyendu, before his kidnap, that's dismantle everything about structure. The very time he said that we should follow Simon, listen to Simon, share his videos, that Simon will take this struggle to another dimension, was the very day he buried anything concerning structure. And we really thank God that you came up and you stood your ground. I used to tell people that Simon is the key to new dimension. And you have taken us to that liberation period stage. We really thank God for you. Keep on keeping on. Oh, Jishike. I even the sister Nechetagin ekpere 2-4. That was so much. Thank you.
Right.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
All right. We are going to end the broadcast here because I have another meeting this evening before I sleep. So I want to thank you all. Remember that tomorrow we're going to come with a different program. Don't miss supporting Biafra, praying for Biafra, my pastors, and co. May God bless all of you from here, and may God bless Network, Biafra Liberation Army, and all of you. May God bless our partners who are showing interest to support Biafra. And see you again tomorrow.
And listen to Simon Ekpa, who is doing a very fantastic job. Very great job that Simon Ekpa is doing. Very, very, absolutely fantastic job that he's doing. You must listen to him.
My people, my people. Okay, how we go take? We need to wrap this up at 2 hours. Then, what do we?
So, how much more time do we have?
We have 40 minutes. So,
okay, now, but if you ask me, I say we will close. Because man beled the waka.
Yeah, okay, let's give our vote. Let's give our closing remark then. Let's give our closing remark, even if it's 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay. As you go, let's hand the mic over to you. Let's give our closing remark, because there's nothing else to add to what our Prime Minister has said already.
No, he don't talk everything finished.
The network was not good, but at least Biafrans understand.
Yeah, yeah. So, Mazi, Raf, thank you so much for hosting us this evening. And Biafra Unite, thank you. Chick Survivor, thank you. And the rest of our people, we know they here, we greet you, we love you all. And our special greetings, once again, I am extending my love and greetings to you all in the Biafra land who has made today a powerful, noticeable day. That the world is, when some people think they are fighting to keep us down, they are actually bringing us up. Today, that Mba, I throw a salute to give you. That Peter Mba shot, I love you. Do again. I need another one. Let the Abia State own. All the new governor, make gonna begin the try. They give un ultimatum. I am so happy that you have brought us up again. The people that vow that they will not stream what we are discuss Biafra. That is discussing Biafra. Channels News are discussing Biafra to the point that they say that Biafra disgraced the Peter Mba Enugu State governor. So I'm happy, Biafrans, we are making progress, honestly. So thank you, my comrades, and thank you, Mazi Simon Ekpa, for leading the fight to this point. And we must all remember that our leader, Mazi Nadekalu, is still there. That is why we are doing all this. That is why we are sitting at home, and we are not going to give up until we get to the last point, freedom for everybody. Thank you and good night from here.
Thank you very much, Maz Hugo. Thank you so much. Chuk Survivor, please, can you give your final word and vote of thanks to Biafrans and our Prime Minister?
Thank you so much, my beloved brother, for anchoring the program today. I appreciate my fellow comrade who has been around all this while, and those who were not able to join. I say, may Chukwu Okike guide and protect every one of you. Today, I think today is a vote of thanks we give to all Biafrans. I always say that all things work for good to them that love Chukwu Okike. No matter what the Zoological Republic does, whatever they do, we turn to our own good. Whatever they plan, we turn out for our own good. Today has become another sound referendum. Today, we defeated another propaganda. When they tell you that Biafrans are not united, laugh at them. We are united. And that is one of the things that is bothering me. Sometimes some of us help them to push that propaganda. There is never a time you will get 100% support in anything. Even in heaven, where God was, there was war in heaven. Satan rebelled and he carried some people along with him. So for you to come and begin to expect that in their own issue of Biafra, that you will have 100%, and because of that, you join the enemy to push a propaganda and say that we're not united, you are mad. I want Biafrans to take themselves away from that language that Biafrans are not united. That is a lie from the pit of hell. And today, we have proven to the whole world that the Biafrans are more than united than you can ever imagine. When our Prime Minister of Biafra Republic government in exile, Master Simon Ekpa, came and we conducted a vote of no confidence on these governors, some people took it for a joke. Today is a confirmation that that vote of no confidence on them is more than effective, and the world is watching. And if you check from the back coming, every time this vote is cast on any group or any person, that person is gone and gone for good. They are gone and gone for good. Biafran people, if you are still sleeping, I beg you to wake up. And as I'm saying, it is not mandatory that every one of us will engage in this mission of restoration. If you don't want to be part of it, you don't have the strength to follow our speed, go and buy a thick blanket, cover yourself. When Biafra come, we will wake you up, you will join us. Where you will have a problem is when you stand as a hindrance, you are not going in and you're not coming out. You are a goner, you are finished. The God of Biafra will strike you and you will not find a place to hang yourself. The time has come for every one of us to move forward and focus on the direction. And mind you, today we are no longer speaking as an organization. We are talking as a government. Recognized government. Our Prime Minister is being engaged by different parts of the world, different people. He is very, very busy. And anytime you have an opportunity to see him speak to you, be happy. Give him every support you can. The Biafra Republic government in exile is making the coming of Biafra in 2023 a reality. Take it or leave it. If you don't want to believe it, don't worry. You are going to sleep in the zoo and you wake up in Biafra. Thank you so much, my beloved brother. We'll see you again next time.
Thank you very much. Thank you, my own brother, Chuk Survivor. Thank you. Biafra Unite, Odelanwa Ikuku himself. Are you there with us? Please, Ikuku, I want you to finalize this and tell us something. There's something I want you to address, Ikuku, please. You know, before our Prime Minister...
Yes, my brother, Pastor.
Before this blackmail that this idiot came to do, before this manipulation, Enugu has not been so solid the way they did today. So what is it that actually inspired them? Because they just heard the voice of our Prime Minister. And everybody said today, because of this challenge, we are going to show them. And they did it. They heard the voice of Simon Ekpa. They have never done sit at home like this before in Enugu. Never, never. So, Odinawa, please, can you do justice to that, please? Here's your closing remark, please.
Brother, thank you once again for bringing me in. First of all, I need to go from Badawuna. So this one is on record that na ye to go from Badawuna Unisi. Today, fair Patagon Biafra and Wego government. Talking about home in Enugu State. My brother, I can tell you I can tell you that Enugu State, among the states that have been sitting at home, I can tell you the truth. You see, Anambra State, Imo State, Enugu State. These three states have been on the forefront of this sit at home. They're followed by Abia State. Before you count Ebonyi, Rivers, Delta, and others. Now, if you listen to my pre-recorded broadcast yesterday, I said that Enugu has been observed, but this very one for today, ordinary fly will not come out. Now today's own, yak walking on, because I trust Biafrans. I trust what we can do. And when we pass vote of no confidence to these criminals in government house, they thought it was a joke. Today, it is clear. Another thing that gave me joy is that there was no any incident of anybody trying to enforce it at home today. So it is now clear, and the videos we have on our disposals show some, Boko Haram in military uniform patrolling on the street with their, their healers vans. Some of them were in military uniform, some of them were in police uniform. We saw these things on video today, but we didn't see anybody coming to enforce it at home. So in other words, Biafran people in Enugu State in particular have proven to the world that they are solidly behind, first, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Secondly, they are not just solidly behind Biafra Republic government in exile, but they take instruction and directive from the BRGIE. That they are not only solidly behind us, but they take instructions and directives from Biafra Republic government in exile. That is what played out today in Enugu State. Go through all the zoo media. There is no any media reported that some group of hoodlums, as they normally call them, or some group of criminal elements came out to enforce it at home. Or the zoo police say, we arrested 4 of them, recovered AK-47, 1, recovered ammunition, AAA plus 7 to 72 ammunition, this and that. We recovered homemade assault rifle or whatever. There's a way they normally put it. We did not hear those words today. The only report we had today is that Enugu residents, shun the Governor Mbah's directive for the cancellation of sit and sat at home, or activities of the state is under shutdown. So I don't know how to, thank them enough. Our people are resilient. They are very, very, they are intoxicated with the music, the sound of freedom. So it's something that the whole world should understand today, that these people mean business, that they are not joking. If the so-called chief security officer of the state issued such order that everybody should come out and go about their normal business, Nobody listened to him. Because he is Oluwole governor. You know what happened in Oluwole? Everybody knows what happens in Oluwole. That is where you get all the Adegburoja and the Akrako, none in Nigeria. So when somebody comes from that place and contests for governorship, you know that person will bring the same experience that he gathered from Oluwole to government house in whichever state that they have been, appointed to or to govern. So it's open today. Biafran people have proven to the Obanshe that you are nobody. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's freedom is more important to us than your personal interest with the Fulani. His freedom, his unconditional release is a task that every Biafran must make sure that you contribute and make sure that it's accomplished. Every Biafran, because the fight Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is fighting today is not for him and his people in Afaruku. It is for every Biafran. So his release is paramount. And today, the one Banshee in Enugu State has confirmed it. And let's see if he's going to learn. And no matter how much he paid to those few individuals that they gathered today in the name of trying to, show that somehow Enugu is happening, that people are coming out, he should go and consult BBC, consult Channels Television, consult TVC, consult AIT, all the media platforms, consult Daily Post, Vanguard, all of them that have reported today's total lockdown of Enugu State and how Biafrans disregarded the Enugu State governor and shut down the state. So you should ask them, why are you people shaming me? You see my propaganda. Why can't you support me? So thank you, my people. I don't want to go further. I am so happy that we are marching forward. And of course, I want to thank Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I also want to thank our PM, Mazi Simon Ekpa, who is pulling the strings, on behalf of Biafran people, and of course, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I want to thank you all, our media team, the gallant men in the studio. I also want to thank the ESN and of course the Biafra Liberation Army. And I want to appreciate all Biafrans worldwide, wherever you are listening and watching from. Because it's not going to be easy, but definitely we will get to our promised land. Thank you all. God bless you. See you tomorrow.
Thank you very much, Odinangwa Ikuku himself. Thank you so much. We appreciate you, and Biafrans love you very much. And I want Biafrans to know that we are so excited today, and we must understand that this is just the beginning, because to whom much is given, much is expected. And what our Enugu people have done today has gone a long way to show the support they have for our Prime Minister and the love they have for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Two things: the support they have for our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, and the love they have for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because love wins it all. And the support you have given to our Prime Minister, who originally genuinely loved Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and he said, no, because our Prime Minister genuinely, sincerely love Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, we are going to support him because we also love Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And it is there for everyone to see. And what I am just looking at now is how disgraced this Oluwole, remember that his name is now Oluwole Mba. This Oluwole Mba, which face will he now use? Because all the media in the zoo reported everything that took place in Enugu State today, all, including BBC that have never been on our side. BBC that would even want to twist the narrative. They saw it, it was so evident, it was too clear, and they reported it. In fact, they gave the narrative in Igbo, because you know that guy is Oluwole, is Tim Pataka. He may not understand English. So they had to narrate it in Igbo, so that even if he doesn't understand the English they will speak, they bring it to Igbo to download it for him. Now, tell me the shame that he needs to prove to them how he was able to bribe all those people, because his criminality has been added. You know, he has added more reason why they need to sack him on the 7th of June. Because on the 7th of June, his case of manipulation of NYSC certificate will be brought up and he will be sacked. This particular display has put validation to that particular manipulated certificate. It will now prove to the people that will judge him that, look, there's no need to judge him more further, because if he can go and pay people to come and display that they came out today, he can pay them. That means there's no need to look into the question of manipulating an NYSC result or NYSC certificate. So he can't hide. He can't hide. That is why anybody that tries to fight Biafra, if you venture to fight Biafra, you will only be making mistakes. So that is why some of these people that are talking up and down, making noise up and down, don't worry about them, because everything they are doing against Biafra will turn to their mistake that will send them to where they ultimately belong to. Thank you for joining us today. Our comrades that couldn't join because the room was somehow, full, but I wonder why the room will be full. This place admits 10 people. At least minimum is 10. I admit, maybe it is because of the network that some of our comrades couldn't join. Our minister was trying to join and the network kept kicking him out, Akbarawa Sonny, and he put the messages up there that the network is not allowing him. And Biafra Battle Cry was here with us before, and the network also kicked him out. We appreciate you all, comrades, and we know you are here with us. And by the grace of God, on Friday, we will have a massive outing together in this media, as Odinanwa will be the one hosting us on Friday, by the grace of Chukwu Kabian. Please keep your fingers crossed. Keep following up our Prime Minister with the updates on the Twitter, and keep sharing the messages. Even if you can't do anything, only to share is important. And if you feel that sharing is too much for you, go to www.ipobInusa.org/donate and keep it pumping with all your dollars to support ESN and to support our Biafran Liberation Army on ground. We love you all, Biafrans. From us from here is Kachifon. See you tomorrow or whenever we'll come live again. Goodbye, everyone. All right. I have to end it here.